No, I don't believe I'm being set up to fail.
Is the fact that you're a woman and the fact that you are a minority in this office part of why there is such scrutiny?
I'll leave that for others to deal with. I have a job to do.
Vice President Harris hitting back at Democrats who think she has been dealt an impossible portfolio. Joining me live, Fox News contributor and fresh off his Chicago Bears big win yesterday, Joe Concha. Joe, it seems to me that those comments from Kamala Harris really have an audience of one, and that one is Joe Biden to clean up the mess on aisle 5 from all those leaks that we heard in the last few weeks that she is not very happy with the way things are going. Do you agree?
Yeah. Well, Todd, it's always aisle 5, isn't it? It's never aisle 4. It's never 7. We always go 5 in that analogy for whatever reason. Yeah, go figure. Look, in fairness, the last person who should have been chosen to fix the border crisis, that is now a catastrophe, is Kamala Harris, right? This is somebody who compared ICE to the KKK, as a senator said. Illegal migrant crossing should not be illegal. But she can't even fake caring about this issue, right? She almost never provides progress reports because there is no progress. 2 million people passing the border this year. Biden-Harris polling in the 20s on this issue, and now Kamala Harris constantly on the defensive. It's a bad look, but she has no one but herself to blame. Instead, she blames sexism and racism for her poor polling there, Todd, and just as she did as a presidential candidate. So the fact that this keeps coming up in interviews where she has to defend herself or her performance, it's beyond sad to watch, quite frankly.
Yeah, there's definitely a fox in the henhouse type feel putting Kamala Harris in charge of the border. But again, we'll see what 2022 brings. But all the experts that we've spoken to don't seem to give any positive indication that 2022 is going to be much better. Meantime, I want to get your thoughts on this. Ron Klain, chief of staff there at the White House, retweeting a column titled, "Let's be honest, 2021, not that bad after all." Let's pop up that thing on the screen there. Isn't this all in the same vein as previous comments from Klain implying that Americans need to lower their overall expectations? I feel like that's the underlying thread of all this.
Yeah, we're the it's not that bad country, right? As long as we get like a C-, hey, we passed, right? So good enough, and I wouldn't even give this administration a C- at this point. Look, Todd, you ever see Animal House? Ron Klain is the adult version of Kent Dorfman, right? He's Flounder, basically, and he's constantly tweeting about how wonderful things are. He once tweeted that inflation is a rich person's problem, for example. Look, 2021 has been a horrific year for President Biden. And on every front, inflation, crime, the border, education, foreign policy, and all the spinning by Flounder ain't going to change that. Of course, that's where we are now at this point, where the chief of staff just has to tweet out, "It ain't that bad," columns where, most Americans, if you look at the polling, believe that it is bad, and 2022 is only going to get worse for Democrats when they lose the House and the Senate, Todd.
I'll see your Animal House and I'll raise you a Seinfeld. Reminds me of when Costanza was trying to give out that scholarship and found the one student, the architect student, who, was a C student, not showing off, not falling behind. Unfortunately, I do feel like our country has fallen behind a little bit. Finally, got to get your thoughts on this. This, I think, is the wildest story of the day. NASCAR driver Brandon Brown says corporations do not want to sponsor him because of the whole "Let's Go Brandon" thing. Let me read you this statement. Quote, "It got extremely difficult for us. If you're a national corporation, that means you sell to all customers. And unfortunately, when you get dragged into the political arena, people want you to take a side. It's hard for a brand to want to attach to somebody who might be kind of divisive in their consumer base." But Joe, I think about this and I think, aren't these sponsors missing out on a golden opportunity to really capture half the country?
Absolutely. It's almost like Fox News, right? When it was first created, the old saying was it found its niche audience, half the country, right? So, yeah, I would think some folks would step forward. I just feel sorry for Brandon Brown. He won a race. He was being interviewed. An NBC reporter, mistook, or at least who knows what she was doing exactly, a chant that was going his way. And now "Let's Go Brandon" is a phenomenon. It is huge. It is everywhere. It only gets bigger. It was said to the president during a phone call on Christmas Eve. So, yeah, I feel sorry for him. But, yeah, if I'm a sponsor and I understand that "Let's Go Brandon" is a huge bumper sticker right now, I would go ahead and I would do that and say, all right, at least I'm getting half the country, and that ain't bad in the world of marketing, Todd. Anyway, I think the Eagles just scored again. That's amazing. It's still going on, Todd. How is it possible that the Giants defense can't stop this team?
it wasn't the Giants' defense's fault. When your offense allows the other team's offense to basically start with perfect field position, basically on every single possession, there's just so much a defense can take. And I'm kind of mad at your Bears messing up my Giants draft position, but what are you going to do? Every Monday, you're going to get mopey Melba over here. Melba? I don't know how I came to that.
Bears love the snow, Todd. What can I say? Anyway, you got to go. Bye.
Bye, Joe.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.